So you might have heard that Mochi's getting sued. I brought my tea for this because this is going to be a long one.
Oh, look how cute. This is adorable because I've also brought some tea, except it's not the kind that you drink.
Obviously, Eli Lilly is a huge multi-billion-dollar company, and they would like to see all of these options go away, and they would like to use lawsuits as a way of PR. Basically build up a narrative and try to drive patients toward brand name options of medication, regardless of what their physician decides is the best option for them. As far as all of the allegations in the lawsuit, I think their legal team is having a very exciting time getting to be very creative.
So let me ask a question. So when your pharmacy got shut down and you were requested to make a video to help communicate with patients who were scared and upset, and affiliates were really just getting the brunt of that, you didn't make a video. But you're making a video now about a lawsuit from Eli Lilly. I find this tactic interesting.
I tried to speak up against Mochi, especially when they added in pediatric obesity care, in quotes. I'm Dr. Carl, and this is the work that I do. And I feel like I should have spoken up even more, but I thought, well, I don't want to bash another platform, a telehealth platform, especially as a means of marketing for my own. But listen, it was, there were so many red flags. So around pediatric obesity, the reality is it's very complex. Every patient is very unique, individualized, and you need an expert, not only in pediatrics, but in also obesity medicine, also in working with parents and teens. And when they added that platform on, I was really concerned because I thought, they're giving compounded medications to adolescents. And there are many reasons why this could be potentially harmful.
Compounded versions. And we didn't have any data behind them because they haven't really been studied. So we have to do these things called retrospective analyses. You can't do a randomized controlled trial because they're not approved drugs. So here's a new retrospective study on the safety of these compounded versions of these GLP-1 medicines. Now, to be fair, this isn't a randomized controlled trial. We don't and will never have a randomized controlled trial of branded GLP-1 medicines versus these compounded medicines. However, retrospectively looking back, they tried to look at the different adverse reporting, and it looks like there's a much higher risk or higher odds ratio of adverse events, including hospitalization, all the bad stuff that we see with the regular branded drugs, nausea, cholecystitis, all sorts of different things. Even contamination, obviously, that's the biggest worry. Where some of my patients had increases in blood levels of things like arsenic and other concerns that there was no other source for it other than these compounded GLP-1s.
So are compound GLP-1s bad? No, I think that for the most part, they're perfectly fine, perfectly safe. People have been taking them for years. If there was a problem, right, we would have already heard about it and it would have already been addressed. The number of people who are taking compound, it would have popped up somewhere if there was some sort of serious issue. What I am saying is that going forward, it may be in our best interest as the customer, the consumer, the patient, to really look into what it is that these telehealth companies are doing. Are they really customer focused and providing access is their goal? Or are they just breaking laws and skirting around left and right and we're just desperate for medication?